Hello and welcome to our channel interviewing important people. Today we are here with teacher Genesis. She has been teaching English since 2000. Hi Genesis,
Hi.
how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. I had a lot of lesson plans to do, but I'm here.
That's good. Okay Genesis, we posted your picture on Instagram and your followers start to ask a lot of things about you.
Oh, I want to know.
One, which are the five steps in the grinding process?
Well, I found that the five most important steps are pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing for students.
2. What is the pre-grading?
Well, as this pyramid, the pre-grading is the base of what you are going to teach. For example, here the color, the orange, and it's like how you can start to make a final product.
3. What is the drafting?
Well, drafting is before the pre-writing is like the green step. Well, you have to complement everything that you saw on the pre-writing.
What is revising?
Revising, I really love revising because in this step you can make like more communicative activities with between students or maybe between teacher and students.
5. What is erroring?
Okay, editing it's great. I mean, it's like the yellow color because editing you are like realizing about your mistakes, and this is a time where you can correct them.
6. What is the publishing?
The publishing is not. I think that it's not the most important step, but it's also important because if you tell your students to grade something, but then if they don't publish it, well, why do I write? Why do I have to write the next class? It's not important. I mean,
7. What is feedback provider?
feedback provider. Well, it's a kind of an attitude of the teachers where you have to approach with them and try to make them realize about their mistakes, and but with not to judge them like no you are wrong or he's right. No, maybe just giving suggestions about it.
8. Why why is grading important to our student?
Well, writing is one of the most important steps for me before I mean after yeah before start speaking, because if you write your ideas first, then when you speak it will be better for you. So maybe if you start teaching your students since the first level, they are going to start doing that when I don't know, maybe if they are going to participate in a TED talk or something like that.
9. What did you learn about teaching grading in a second language?
Well, I learned a lot of things since the process, like this pyramid, as I told you, everything like the techniques, the process, and how do the students react, how to make lesson plans. I learned a lot of things about it.
10. What is the objective of grading?
Well, the objective of writing, I mean, it's one of the most important things that we have to teach. It's part of the four skills that we have as listening, as speaking, as reading. Writing is also important, so we have to make them know how they have to write for a real situation. Maybe if they have to write an essay or something important.
11. What teachers were useful for you?
The techniques. Well, I found I mean I learned a lot of techniques as controlled writing, as techniques using pictures, techniques using readings, techniques in using all skills. There are like the techniques that I will never forget.
12. If I had to teach reading in a real classroom, what techniques should I use?
For me, the best technique is technique using pictures. They can imagine a lot of things.
13. What problem have you encountered in your lesson?
The problems for me were to find like the balance between BAKT. I mean, we have visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and tactile students. So maybe to find that balance with all your students, it's hard. Sometimes you are just focusing in tactile or maybe listening skills. So it's hard to find it.
14. How do how did you solve them?
Well, I started to putting two or three together for tactile, for auditory, for visual, but I think that we don't have to teach them in all in one lesson. Maybe you have to teach it for today visual and auditory, and then the next class tactile and kinesthetic.
15. They'll use your experience about lesson plan.
Our lesson plan is I did a lesson plans with another classmates in my life and also individually. But the things that I found hard were like how your ideas are completed in a lesson plan.
16. Do you have tips for future teachers?
Yes, I have. I have a lot of tips for teachers, for new teachers. One of the most important things that I will never forget is to put music while they are writing. It makes them feel a good environment, and also, well, I as I told you, to use BAKT it's too important for us, for you, and for your students. And believe me that they won't forget. Ah, and don't forget the techniques in writing. Yes.
Thank you very much, teacher Genesis.
You're welcome. Bye.